I'm pretty adventurous. I love trying new things like traveling to new places, fashion, and even in the way that I cook. Trying new things keeps things fresh and exciting and helps keep me motivated. So today I'm going to be making a nasi goreng with a crunchy peanut sambal. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to be making is a spice paste. So I'm going to add in a few ingredients into the food processor. I'm going to add in about 3 cloves of garlic, and then just 1 shallot. I'm just gonna chop it up slightly. Doesn't have to be too fine. It's just so it gets it going in the processor. Then add in a couple of chilies. Chop that up, just for some heat. A couple of kaffir lime leaves. Now these are so good. They smell amazing. They've got this beautiful fragrance about them, which I love. Take the stems off. And then I'm gonna add in a couple of lemongrass. So just chop it up. And then add that into the food processor as well. Okay, now I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon of oil just to get that going. Pop the lid on, and I'm just going to blitz it into a paste. Perfect, that looks great. I'm gonna take the lid off. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil into my pan here. And then I'm just going to add in all the beautiful aromats which I've blended up. So pop that in. You can see it's quite chunky, but that's fine. And I'm gonna add a couple of packets of this coconut chili and lemongrass basmati rice from Tilda. Now this is a simple, quick and easy recipe. I've got this handy and it's really good. Just pop it straight into the pan. The best part about it, it's already pre-cooked, so you don't have to worry too much if you don't have any rice handy. Add that in. It's got beautiful fragrance about it with the coconut and the rice. You just want to incorporate the spice paste in with the rice to get some really good flavor into that. Now whilst that's cooking, I'm gonna chop up some green beans, just for a bit of crunch. You can mix this up and you can use something like snake beans, snow peas. What I usually do is I have some frozen peas and carrots in the fridge often, and I'll just add that in if I don't have any vegetables handy. So pop that in, and I'm gonna crack a couple of eggs, because it's not fried rice without the eggs. Now you wanna check on the rice. Now it's looking really good, starting to cook through. It's already starting to smell so amazing. Okay, so now you want to push the rice to one side of the pan and add in the eggs. Now you want to let that sit for about 10 seconds, let it cook slightly, and then I'm going to incorporate the rice back into the egg. And the reason I'm doing that is so that every grain of rice is covered with egg. Okay, and then now you just want to mix the rice back in. And you just want to fold it through gently. That is looking so good. I'm going to leave it for 5 minutes because it's going to get a little bit crispy. Now I'm feeling super adventurous today, so I'm going to make a crunchy peanut sambal using Maver's extra crunchy peanut butter. Why don't you try breaking away from your normal cooking routine and try something new? It will enhance your nutritional variety and help to keep things fresh. Okay, so I'm gonna pop in the ingredients for my sambal into a bowl. I'm gonna add in some rice malt syrup, which is a good alternative to just any refined sugar. I'm gonna add in some sambal oleg as well. So this is just chili paste, Indonesian chili paste. Okay, add in some fish sauce. Pop that in. Now this is the salty part. And some kecap manis, which is basically like a sweet soy. So add that in, okay. Now back to the fried rice. This is looking really good and we're pretty much done. Just a pinch of white pepper. You can use black pepper. I think white pepper is just a little bit more subtle. and it's really good for Asian cooking. The rice is done. I am just going to plate up. I'm gonna add a couple of lettuce leaves to my plate, just to make it look pretty. And then in goes the rice. Beautiful smells of the coconut, lemongrass, and chili from the rice. That looks delicious. I'm gonna add the sambal into a little ramekin on the side. And I'm gonna fry an egg. I'm gonna add in some oil into the pan. You need a fair bit here because I just want to deep fry the egg and just sort of get that crispy outside but still have a really soft center so that when you crack into it, egg yolk oozes out and makes this beautiful sauce for the rice. Right into the center. And honestly, this doesn't even take a lot of time. So you just want to toss the oil over the egg. You can see it's already starting to cook, and this should take only a few seconds and it should be done. I reckon that looks perfect. And then I'm just gonna lay it all just right on the top. And I'm gonna add some light soy just over the top, just to flavor it. I'm gonna add some of this crispy fried anchovies, otherwise known as ikan bilis, and some crispy fried shallots all over the top. Ooh, now that looks like an adventure to me. My nasi goreng with a crunchy peanut sambal.